Well, alrighty then. Good morning, everyone. That was, well, you saw the campsite from last night. Yeah, it was alright. It was okay. Note to self and all future travellers, don't just assume that because you're in Switzerland, the water out the tap is safe to drink. I had a rather uncomfortable night last night, but anyway, let's enough talking about that. So today's plan is Baden-Baden, Black Forest. Yeah, very, very, very excited for this bit. I remember watching a video years ago from the Baron von Grumble YouTube channel where he did a motorcycle trip out that way. Went to Baden, all around there, and it looked unbelievable, really unbelievable. Also, if you're noticing that the camera angle looks slightly different, I've had a little play around in the settings. I didn't realise, trust me to not realise, frickin' 3.5 weeks into the trip, nearly a month into the trip, 3 days left of the trip. If you lock, because I had it just in automatic, which meant if you flip the camera around it would switch to portrait, and if you flipped it around it would switch to landscape. If you locked it into landscape, my god, the amount of options you got were impressive. So, yeah, so we're still recording in 4K. I've dropped the frames per second down to 25, because apparently that's a little bit better for UK, YouTube and that sort of stuff, apparently. Then what else did we do? Oh yeah, once you've locked it in landscape, it then allows you to have super wide or ultra wide or whatever they call it, so the field of view should be a lot wider. And we've gone into the settings and we've played around with some white balances and stuff. I watched a YouTube video on it last night, which is probably something I should have done before I came on this trip, but you win some, you lose some, guys. Hopefully the footage and stuff has been okay up to this point. So yeah, anyway, packed out of the tent, on the road again. So yeah, like I said, plan today is we're going to go to a Shell fuel station, just like top the bike up a little bit before the trip. Actually, we could probably skip that Shell and find a different Shell somewhere along the way, couldn't we? Actually, let's do that. Skip next viewpoint. Yes, skip the Shell. Okay, cool. So we're not going to the Shell anymore. We're going to, we're basically heading out of Switzerland. We're going to nip just through Austria, and then we're back in Germany then. We're not doing motorways and stuff. We're going to take it, we're kind of doing like the most direct route, but not motorways, is kind of the way we're going for it as well. So, yeah, should be a good day of riding. I will catch you in a bit. Bye! Oh, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Austria. There we go. I think this is country number 21. I think I miscounted yesterday when I said that we've been to 19. I think Liechtenstein was actually country number 20. Because when I counted, I missed out Romania. Because we had... Oh, okay, country number 20. Yeah, so Austria is country number 20. Very good. So yeah, plan is we're basically just going to nip through the corner of Austria around this lake, and then we'll be in Germany in no time, where we will be back in the land of the free, home of the Autobahn. Well, just as soon as we entered, we've left. Everyone, welcome to Germany. Welcome back. Welcome back to Germany. What a comforting sentence that is, eh? Right, so we are now back in Germany, which means we're heading towards the Black Forest. Because we're back in Germany as well, which we won't, if we wanted to, we could in theory jump on an Autobahn, but yeah, I want to enjoy today. I want to enjoy today a little bit. I mean, I had little bit of a rough night last night, obviously, with the whole water situation. But I am intent on not letting that affect my day. But there we are. I love Germany. It's such a really lovely country. Oh God, feels good to be back. Good to be back. I was just having a bit of a mull over the whole feelings around this trip, because I remember when I was leaving, I remember how nervous I was. First time I've done anything like this on a motorcycle. I've done backpacking. I've gone travelling before. I went around Europe for 5 weeks with my mates, and I've done, 2.5-3 months out in Southeast Asia, and I've travelled a fair bit. But yeah, this one, I don't know, this one's felt a bit different. I don't know if it's because you've got the added pressure of when you're by yourself, and it's like, oh well, if anything goes wrong with me, then I'm not a doctor. Well, I'm not a medical doctor. Doctor of chiropractic, but it's not a medical doctor. I'm probably not going to be able to fix myself. Whereas if something on the bike breaks, there's a bit of a pressure to know how to fix it yourself. I mean, what are the things that I wish I wouldn't have brought with me? The spare helmet. The spare helmet's a big one. I bought it because I assumed that I would wear the open face helmet when it was really hot, but realistically it's nicer to wear a full face helmet with vents in it, frankly. And obviously there's no camera mount on the open face, so I haven't really worn it. What else didn't I need to bring, really? I should have swapped the open face helmet for a full all-in-one waterproof jumpsuit. That's what I should have done. The toolkit is one of those things where we didn't need it, but you'd rather have it than not, basically. But yeah, toolkit's just very heavy, taking up a lot of space. The tyre compressor's been great. That's been really handy. I've got a jump pack with me, which we haven't needed, but again, one of those things, doesn't take up much space. So why would you not bring it? The one thing I am glad that I brought, because I wasn't going to bring it, is that camping chair. That chair has been one of the best things I brought with me, because you can turn up to a campsite and just set, and it takes 2 seconds to set that chair up, rather than getting the whole camp out and doing whatever. And also it gives you somewhere to sit in the morning while you're letting the condensation dry off your tent. So yeah, if anyone's going moto camping anytime soon and they want an idea of what they need to pack, okay, I have a comment to make about the B500. Specifically the bit after you get past sand. So between Sand and Baden-Baden, I'm not sure if it's the whole thing, but this entire bit has been 50 k's an hour. Like, it's exhausting looking at such nice corners and being stuck behind two cars with no real good place to overtake. I don't know why countries do this, why you have a road that's so... I mean, I get it, safety. You know, there was a bit of a stark reminder of what can happen when bikers get it wrong. There was like a crucifix and two helmets next to it as like a memorial with a ribbon round them type thing. And I get it, you know, riding bikes is dangerous. I've come off, I know how much it hurts. But at some point, you've got to open the roads up a little bit and let people use their own judgment. Guten Abend. So, slight change in plan. I feel like I'm saying that a lot recently. We're currently on an Autobahn, and we are heading to Saarbrücken, which is 170k further than what we were going to go. Main reason being, I was thinking about what time I was going to get the train on Monday, and I could get the train at like 3, but then the problem is I've got to deal with like prime 5 PM M25 London traffic, and I don't want to do that. So it's only 3 o'clock now. I don't want to stop riding yet. I've still got plenty of energy. Jesus Christ, that silver BMW. Oh man, I forgot how nuts Autobahns are. Yeah, I'm not tired yet. I could easily do another 2 hours. We've just filled up with a full tank of V-Power, so in a minute we're going to be in that lane. And yeah, if I get to Saarbrücken tonight, then tomorrow we can go even closer to Calais, and then we can get an earlier train, which means we'll be home earlier. We won't have to deal with as much traffic, touch wood. Yeah, so there we go. That's why we're currently on an Autobahn. But we're staying at the exact same hotel chain. It's the B&B hotel chain. And they have a location in Saarbrücken. They have one just north of Baden-Baden. So I thought, well, why not, you know? Anyway, there we go. Autobahn time. This should be good fun. As long as I don't go above 115, which is the speed tolerance for these tyres. That's why, I don't know if I've ever explained that, when we were on the Autobahn before we got to Denmark last time, the reason we got that speed wobble is because these tyres are only rated up to 115 mile per hour, and we got up to 180 and then had the crazy speed wobble, which is why. So yeah, there we go, that's why. Right, gonna crack on with some K's now. I'll talk to you very shortly. One thing I will say is, my God, do I love Autobahns. I forgot how many miles you can just crank out when you're on an Autobahn. I mean, it's 5 o'clock. We've got 19 miles until we're in Saarbrücken. And like, I don't know if you saw on that video, we've beat our top score now for speed. We got up to 115 miles an hour last time, We just did 116.2. So, yeah. And I was going to give it another go, as you probably saw. And, yeah, we got the old jelly wobble again, which is at like 120 mile an hour or 110 mile an hour. That wobble is petrifying, like absolutely petrifying. So anyway, there we go. Autobahns 10 out of 10, Germany 10 out of 10. I've always said it, I love Germany. Yeah, we've got 18k left till we get to the hotel. 13k of it is on an Autobahn, so we'll have that done in a few minutes. And yeah, check in. I reckon we'll get to the hotel about 20 past 5, if that, probably quarter past 5. Put everything on charge, have a good old shower, and then yeah, basically work out the distance for tomorrow. I reckon we'll aim to get through the Ardennes forest, and then if we can be maybe an hour and a half outside of Calais, that would work for me. And then we can wake up at 10, we can be on a 12 o'clock train, because we'll get there about 90 minutes before. So yeah, lovely, lovely. Right, only thing I have just remembered, I've got a bag of peanut M&Ms in the, I was going to say in the boot then, in the duffel. It's currently 33.5 degrees on the Autobahn. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. Apart from that, I could do with a drink. I might see if there's a Lidl or something near the hotel and then go there before. Just grab a couple of beers and like a few more things to drink. I think it's just thirsty, the more that's getting me in the heat. Anyway, enough about that. I shall see you when we were at the hotel, unless anything exciting happens between now and then. Okay, so we are in the world's biggest hotel room. Look at that. It's literally, the width of this hotel room is basically the length of a single bed. And the view, I mean, you don't get much better than that, do you? Not really. Yeah, so we're in Saarbrücken, which puts us like 170k ahead of schedule. I feel like we were at the start of the trip when we were like getting like a day ahead of schedule. So technically we're like a fucking week ahead of schedule. So good rise today. Black Forest was lovely. Weather was unbelievable. Yeah, only slight grumble I suppose I could have about today is the amount of traffic and like the speed limits and stuff in the Black Forest, but potato, do you know what I mean? Yeah, genuinely unreal. This hotel seems really nice. It was like 50 quid. I think you have to pay £8 for the car park, but I don't mind that. Yeah, nice hotel. Just like Boggo standard room. There is Wi-Fi as well, which is good, so I'm about to connect to that in a minute. Try and upload some videos. I've like tried to do that for the past 4 nights and failed every single time, so I'm just getting a bigger backlog for when I get home, but that's fine because we're going to be home in 2 days. So plan for this evening, I'm going to go down to the reception, grab a couple of beers, come up here, edit yesterday's video and today's video, and then change my Eurostar train back to Monday. Try and find a campsite kind of sort of maybe 90 minutes away from Calais, and then yeah, I'm just going to get everything on charge now, make sure everything's lovely and charged up for the campsite, so I don't have to worry about anything tomorrow. And then yeah, really successful day, feeling really positive today. So yeah, all is good. I'm going to sign this one off now, and I'll see you tomorrow when we're on the bike on the way to wherever. We're going to go through the Ardennes forest basically. Yeah, we're going to punch through the Ardennes in one foul swoop. Yeah, hopefully the camera angles and stuff were better today, and all the settings and stuff. I'm going to be able to look at it now, but I hope all of these videos are actually usable. We can only hope. Anyway, yeah, have a good rest of the day, evening, whatever, and I shall see you tomorrow morning on the bike.